What's going on, my Breakthrough Broker friends? Dr. Bruce back in the house with another installment of our 90-Day Sales Breakthrough Broker podcast for all of you real estate agents that are out there. And this is really a podcast that's built for quote-unquote solopreneurs. A solopreneur is any individual person who is solely in charge of their sales, their service, their marketing, and of course, all of this is a mindset. Every week, I like to come into your life with some type of content that I believe will move the needle for you, whether that's personally and or professionally. And this week, our focus is on sales is simply a game of probability. For this week's installment of our podcast, I want to focus on sales is simply a game of probability. And if I am serving as your coach, which I hope I am, especially on this podcast, then I would just ask, what is the highest use of your time right now to go out there and generate new business? There's a high value of your time and there's a low value activity of your time. And when I think about this is if we can help you go out there and eliminate low value activities, right? Like if you get on your phone and you go to some certain app, or you get on Facebook or you get on Instagram and you start checking out reels that really have nothing to do, that are high value activities, how do we replace those activities with high value activities? Which could be actually shooting your own video. It could be reaching out to an advocate. It could be reaching out to a new business contact, right? In that moment, when you have 5 to 10 minutes of downtime, what is the highest use of my time right now to go out there and generate more business? And so that's a high use of your time. That's going to increase the probability of something good happening for your business. So that is what I want us thinking through right here. And when I think about this, there's 3 pillars of a probability when it comes to my business. Number 1 would be the sales part of this. And I love stats, right? The numbers never lie. And when I think about the sales as a game of probability, I just think about all the variations of stats. You know, it takes 7 to 15 touches 80% of the time within a 90-day process to convert someone to a new client, right? So when you have that first meeting, it might take you 5 contacts just to get the first meeting, to make the initial contact, to set the appointment, to finally conduct the appointment, right? So a lot of people, though, they give up within that process, or they just use things like, hey, I'm just checking in with you. And then after that, you finally have that first meeting. It might take you 7 to 15 additional touches over the next 90 days to finally convert that person. It might take you, touches every single month for the next 3 years to finally convert that person. But that's the sales is a game of probability. All right. So the second type of pillar when I think about you and your business is the service side of this, right? Like the stats tell us every one transformational deal could be worth 5.7 additional deals. If we are actually delivering on that process, if we are actually checking in with that person post-close, or retaining that client for life, right? And so every one deal could be worth 5.7 additional deals. The 3 rewards that I should get from every one deal: a referral, a review, and retention of the business. Salespeople who consistently seek out and ask for referrals outperform those who don't by 2 times. It's 5 times more difficult to get a client than it is to keep one. So why are we not working just as hard to retain those clients for life? It's 6 times more expensive, right? So my whole point there being, when it comes to the service side of probability within your business, what are you actually doing to truly perform a world-class experience for that person, right? What is your 90-day onboarding process? Do you have certain mechanisms built out inside of your CRM? Speaking of working a CRM, 65% of salespeople don't have a CRM. I would say 95% don't have a consistent disciplined selling system. That's why we teach you our 10 outbound activities every single day, right? Tied to your new business, tied to your favorite people, tied to your referral partners, tied to your other aspirational people, your people of influence that are out there in your markets, right? So every single day, to avoid that roller coaster, are you proactively prospecting 60 to 90 minutes? Maybe you're following theme days, right? But at the end of the day, you have to have some non-negotiables. And if you don't have those non-negotiables, then sales is a game of probability. The probability is going to go the other way, right? And then the other part of this would be marketing. I truly believe to attract other people, you must become more attractive. Marketing 101 tells us this, is the more people who uniquely know who you are, what you do, and why you matter, is the more people you're likely to go out there and get more business. People use the first person 67% of the time. That's marketing 101. Self-promotion isn't evil, it's necessary. So what are you doing to get more positive attention for your brand and your business? Are you consistently posting once a week about a frequently asked question or something about your business? Are you posting something that's maybe fun that's going on in your life? Are you maybe posting once a week's family or friends post, right? A gratitude post. Are you attending outside events once per week? Once a month, maybe you're doing some type of speaking showcase event that you can invite people to. Once a quarter, maybe you're doing some type of quarterly advocate event where you just get to invite your entire database of people and celebrate their success and celebrate your success, right? So my whole point of talking about sales as a game of probability is there's a lot of things that you could or should be doing to increase probability happening. And anytime that you feel like you're doing low value activities, pivot and do a high value activity. All right. Always replace your low value with a high value. Set up your daily key performance indicators. Have an accountability partner. Every single week, I meet on Monday mornings with my accountability partner, and I meet on Friday early afternoons with my accountability partner. So I'm planned and ready to go for the week. That increases the probability now of me actually going out there and achieving that plan on paper. And then on Fridays, there's an accountability meeting, because the stats tell us you're 95% more likely to achieve a goal or a plan if you're consistently meeting on that with an accountability partner. All right. So I gave you a lot of different stats here, but at the end of the day, everybody needs a coach in life. Trained people will always outperform untrained people, right? People who have a consistent disciplined selling system will outperform those who don't. Everybody competes harder when there's a scoreboard. And I do have a fun special announcement. 90-Day Sales Manager is pivoting into a monthly subscription model. And what that allows us to do is service more people, number one. But number two is actually help you work through the selling system to give you this accountability process to go out there and increase the probability for you to be more successful and to follow the selling system that we have created, that have consistently created Rookie of the Year producers in multiple industries and multiple markets, and has worked for top producers, the $100+ million producers in real estate, the top of the table members in financial services, the $40 million producers in real estate, right? Like, we have a system that works for all of you. So if you want fresh, new coaching, and maybe you're maybe burnout from some of the coaching you've had in the past, guys, I cannot wait to launch this software, because as long as you use the software, it'll actually get smarter. It'll tell you the things that we recommend that you do, because a lot of people just want to be told what to do, but they also know they need to be held accountable to that process. Okay. And then of course we will have our 90-Day Sales Manager coaching boot camp. That's an add-on to that, right? So that's our quarterly coaching boot camp where you can go through it with other real life producers just like you are, and markets all over the country, where we meet live every single week to go through that process, day 1 through 91. But either way, this is going to allow us to service so many more people. And so I am truly grateful, and you know, talking about gratitude, we're coming up on Thanksgiving, right? So I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to serve. And as we continue to grow our database, and we continue to service more people, it's just so humbling, the amount of people that continue to come into our life in the housing, banking, insurance, and financial space. So thank you so much. Go check out 90daysales.com. And if you are interested in that offer, reach out to me personally, Bruce at 90daysales.com, and I'll share with you some of the different cool things that we have going on. So with all that being said, between now and next week, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday in the world. I get to watch my Lions lose every single year. I'm sure this will be no different, but there's nothing quite like just giving yourself permission to practice gratitude, to spend a full day. You know, like for me, I just give myself a full day permission to sit on the couch, watch football, maybe eat some unhealthy foods, but I absolutely love it. It's one of the few times that I can truly be just unplugged and maybe not disciplined, but I love it. So have a great week, and we will see you the next time.